Welcome to my first ever Decorate With Me for fall. I'm just throwing on some jazz music so that I can kind of get into the mood to decorate and clean. I'm currently cleaning my stovetop so that I can put on a simmering pot. I love simmering pots for fall because the smell and the aroma that they give off is just beyond cozy. So if you've never tried one, I highly recommend trying it out. I'll leave the recipe to the one I'm using today down below if you want to check that out. Now this is a pretty big apple, so I'm only going to use about half in my simmering pot, and I'm going to give the other half to my husband. But you do want to make sure that you cut the core and everything. All of that does go into the simmering pot because it just smells so divine. Once I get that taken care of, I'm gonna head over to my bench. This is kind of the main focal point when you walk through the door, so I really want to focus on this area and make it look really fall and really beautiful. I did have a bit of a hard time trying to decorate this area. I'm not really gonna go over everything I did because I take it all down and redo it over and over again, so I'll just stop talking and let you guys see what I do from here on out.
It's kinda crazy, the kinds of things life throws at you. I never knew I'd feel so safe in your eyes.
Today kind of turned out a really hard day to film. My camera ran out of storage, all of my batteries died, and it was just a little frustrating, but we got through it, and I decided to remove the lantern and the box crate away from the bench because I plan on using it outside. And you'll see in my picnic basket that I added a tablecloth because I loved the colors that it brought to this area, and I'm adding an amber glass with one of those floral arrangements inside of it. And this is actually a table runner. I didn't like how it looked on my table, so I'm just gonna add it here to the bench to kind of look like a blanket.
I'm so happy that you're mine.
And now we head into the kitchen where I'm just going to clean the countertops and the walls just to prepare for the decorations I'm going to put up. And you guys, make sure you stay to the end because I do a full reveal of everything that we decorated today, just to kind of give you an overview of how it all turned out.
Feels like I'm dancing on moonlight. Of all the stars at night, none of them can shine as bright as you do. They can't compare to your light. Thousands of miles between, still couldn't stop.
I tried adding in this little ladder right here, but it was too tall and I was a little disappointed, but you'll see I'll be able to use it here a little bit later, and I actually like how it turns out better, so everything works out.
Without you in it, even if I don't.
My kitchen has a lot of wooden tones to it, so I'm gonna add a little bit more with these cutting boards. I got these cutting boards a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen my fall decor haul, I will post that up here somewhere so you can go check that out to see everything that I'm using here today.
Help you fall asleep.
I'm going to stay very minimal in my kitchen and my dining room. I'm just adding a few pumpkins here, and I'm not going to do a voiceover for everything because, like I said before, I rearrange things very often, so you'll see here all of the changes I make.
I don't think like that, she says to me. I can't help but feel the subtleties. So if it all expires, I guess the date's not what it seems. But I can't help it, boy, she says to me. I'm not sure I truly gave my best.
We have a very small dining room table. It only seats 4 people, so I didn't want something too big and dramatic that would take away from this tiny table. So I'm using this dough bowl and I'm putting a floral arrangement on the inside of it, along with a pumpkin. And I didn't want to cut the floral arrangement, so you'll see me here fumbling around with it, but in the end, I think it looks so beautiful.
Get to me. Often leave me dazed and wondering. So do you mind if we rewind? 'Cause my mind's on other things, but I'm not sure you'd find them interesting. And maybe I should practice how I feel.
Now it's time to start working on my TV stand, and this turned out way better than I could have ever imagined. I decided to try and use that little ladder over here to hide the cords from the TV, and I think it worked really well. However, I did get a bit ahead of myself and forgot to clean the area, so you'll see me wiping it down here in a second.
Maybe this whole quarantine's to blame. I don't know if you still love me, but I still feel the same. For what it's worth, that's how I feel today. So will I float like leaves do in the wind? Or will I sink as soon
I moved around these vases and floral pieces more times than I can count, so if I voice-overed the entire thing, it would be so long and dramatic. I couldn't put all of them up here because it did kind of cover the TV just a little bit, and that does annoy my husband and me as well. So you see me here just moving them around, trying to figure out what works best.
Telling you the truth is hard for me. So Jesus, could you help me out? 'Cause I'm bursting at the seams. I guess I'll never know what's good for me. We got a brand new day. Good love is on the way, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia. Have you ever been in love? Dove in from high above, and if the answer's no, well then
Now I had this really cute candle right here that was a candle, and I burned it all out, but I couldn't throw the base away, so I cleaned it out, and now it's a really cute bowl and decoration piece that I'm just stuffing with some paper so that I can add a couple of pumpkins to the top of it.
the weather outside is not that cold, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia. And I don't know what those men see, but I see you right next to me, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia.
So we have an archway that leads to both of the guest rooms, and above it there's a farmhouse sign that I'm taking down, and I'm going to put up this Live a Thankful Life leather sign. And Eric says that he likes this sign way more than the farmhouse sign, so we might just be leaving that up for the rest of the year. And then I'm going to take down these floral arrangements in our jars, and I'm going to put these little pumpkins in there. They did come all on a stem, but I kind of ripped them off and taped them together and made a pumpkin arrangement to put in each of the jars.
I've been told the weather outside is not that cold, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia.
And now we move on to what might be the most difficult part of this decoration video, is decorating my front porch. I started off by sweeping it off, and then I'm adding this "come on in and cozy up" sign, and then I'm just pulling out all of the decorations to kind of get a good idea of what I want to do. However, I had no idea what to do, so you'll see my husband come out and help me here in a little bit, and I think he did a fabulous job.
'Cause I heard loving's on the way, but I could use it right now. 'Cause I heard loving's on the way, but I could use it right now. 'Cause I heard loving's on the way.
If you're enjoying today's video, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know what you're most excited about for the upcoming seasons. And I really hope you love the end result as much as I do, because it gets me so excited for all of the pumpkin stuff and baking that's to come in the future. So I hope you're all having a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
You to Georgia, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia. I don't think like that, she says to me. I can't help but feel the subtleties. So if it all expires, I guess the date's not what it seems. But I can't help it, boy, she says to me. I'm not sure I truly gave my best. Made a home but still feel like a guest. And if I made just one mistake, it's not speaking with my chest. And maybe I'll just cry a little less. The tension, headaches always get to me. Often leave me dazed and wondering. So do you mind if we rewind? 'Cause my mind's on other things, but I'm not sure you'd find them interesting. And maybe I should practice how I feel, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. I know I overcomplicate, but simplicity's surreal. It doesn't seem to me too big a deal. I'm sorry if this all feels like a game. Maybe this whole quarantine's to blame. I don't know if you still love me, but I still feel the same. For what it's worth,